What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dave Drakes, and of course, we are back with your favorite motocross and supercross podcast, Inside the Rig, the team Unfiltered. Now, I know what you're going to say. Background looks a little bit different. Your boy looks a little bit, little different in the face right now. I don't have my glimmer lighting because we just got into a new place, so I know Cade's going to make fun of me. And speaking of Cade, we have the Kawasaki Assassin, everyone's favorite privateer, and the one guy that has a line longer than Eli Tomax. It is Cade Clason. What's
See,
up,
a lot of that stuff you just said could have been true until we got there to the end, and then everyone just was like, "What are you talking about?" Like it could be everyone's favorite show, it really could. I could be the Kawasaki Assassin. It's possible. And then you just said some nonsense that
Dude,
really just had to.
I'm gonna hire like 200 people to just flood the rig and just get Julian amps and just be like, dude, they're all here for Cade, man. They heard he's really hard to work with, and they're a big fan. So I don't know.
They just want to see how hard he is.
They want to see how hard he is.
Yep. Basically.
Oh, dude.
That's what they want.
Man.
But
oh goodness.
It's all good. How you been? So this is a weird episode for those. Dave has been busy. He has bought another house. He's a 2-home person. He's been flying back and forth. So I did this week's podcast by myself with Leum. So if it sucks, it's Dave's fault. Because he wasn't there.
It's my fault.
So Dave and I are doing this afterwards. I even put the same shirt back on so it looked less weird.
Oh, geez, I hope you washed it.
Yeah. Nope, didn't. I put it on for the podcast and then literally went to bed. And then I wore it today.
Do you know what I'm realizing? You don't understand how nice it is to have a washer and dryer with you wherever you go. Because I've been traveling with 2 huge Ojo bags full of clothes and stuff. And buddy, I've been on that program where I'm like, I kind of wore it towards the end of the day yesterday, so it's going back on. Now I'm gonna washer and dryer. I'm like, dude, I don't
have a washer and dryer everywhere I go. I have a washer and dryer at my house where I live.
Well, before I was living out of basically like a hotel, so I couldn't like do laundry all the time. But
yeah, it's because you were homeless.
Basically, dude. Like I felt like a very transient young man.
Too bad you're old.
Oh, jeez, dude. Young boy forever, man.
All right. Well, yeah, we're going to dive into this thing. I have a good chat with Leum. He's a quiet kid. He's a very quiet. He didn't say anything outlandish, but I did get some inside scoops on some stuff that happened with him and Luke in the last week, which is kind of funny.
Love that.
So it was a good little chat, and we'll do that, and then Dave and I will be back. We're going to do an outro, and we're going to talk the Lapper situation because fuck Gypsy.
We have to.
Yeah, I'll say it. It's fine. I don't like the guy. All good. All right. Here's Liam. Well, hello, Liam. How are we?
I'm good. How are you doing, Cade?
I'm good. We're ditching Dave for a bit. He doesn't have the level of professionalism that I need to talk to you. So I just figured it'd just be you and I for a little bit. So last week on the pod, we're just going to dive right into this first.
Okay.
First off, last week on the pod, Hamden, we were telling some stories. He told us about a little practice track banter with you and Luke.
Yep.
Would you like to tell us your side of the story?
Yeah. I mean, start of the day, it was our warm up. He was doing a 15 lapper with some like dynamic stuff in it. And I was just doing a typical warm up. So I was just doing my laps, take a roll out, do a lap or two. And the beginning of my warm up, I just kind of just started spinning some laps and then got behind him. And I was like, I'm like, all right, he's doing this. So I'm not just going to like be like jackass and just ride all up on him and start revving on him and stuff. So I was just doing my laps and then he ended up like just pulling off to the side and like letting me just go by. I was like, okay. Like I was fine. Like if he stayed up in the track, just kept going. And then a few laps later, I like gave him a gap and I thought it was just enough for like I wouldn't catch him until like at least late in the lap or before like my lap was over, I wouldn't have caught him. And I ended up catching him halfway through, and then he pulled off in the same area and just kind of threw his hands up, and I was like, as I like jumped through into the rhythm, I just yelled sorry. But yeah, he came off pretty heated. I just apologized about it. But honestly, like I told him, if you like just kept going, I would have either pulled out of the lap or figured like just found a way around you, because I knew he was doing this certain amount of laps with this certain technique in it, and I was like, just keep going, and I'll find a way around or just pull out of the lap. But yeah, I guess I probably shouldn't have done that one.
It's okay. I would have done the same thing. I don't I don't often apologize unless something goes sideways. Um,
Yeah,
so, but that's just my, persona, I guess. But you're fine. I mean, bro, he's a
yeah.
grown man. He's the same age. He's the same age as me, I think. He's fine. I I I can tell you from personal experience that getting passed by, how old are you? 17?
19.
Yeah. Getting passed by somebody that much younger isn't always the best feeling. So thanks for that.
Yeah. Yep.
And I've
You're welcome.
experienced it. You've passed me. Were you on the red track?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like the red track.
Yeah. Red track's fun. The dirt's
I
perfect,
know.
dude.
Did they change it yet at all?
No, it's still the same from when you wrote it.
Still the same. Yeah. Okay. It's way better though without the one rhythm section by the
Yeah.
finish line. Oh
Yeah.
my
You can
God.
breathe a
That
little bit.
section's yeah, that section sucked. Um well, so this weekend was your first Supercross. And don't
Yep.
worry, we're gonna talk about that too. Um
Yep.
but you've raced SMX Next Futures, whatever it is before.
Yeah. I
But
did the 5 last year.
you did 5 of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you? But then you got hurt at Charlotte,
Yep.
and that's where I met you. What? How did you do at the 5 futures? Because I didn't know you, and to be honest, I still really don't. I barely do. I don't really hang out with you that much.
Yeah.
Because you're in Florida all the time with the team, and I've only seen you twice when I'm down there, and the one time you were
Yeah.
hurt. Um,
Yep.
but how did those futures go, and how do you feel like they prepared you for, like, obviously what you just came into this weekend?
They were all right. They were kind of subpar from what I had set for myself. Like the first round was good. My riding was good. Just not a good start. And then it kind of just went downhill from there. Like, the first one was Glendale. I ended up fourth. Like when there was a red flag about halfway through, ended up
Yep, I
fourth.
remember that.
And then next one was Daytona, and I was riding good. I was top 5, and that wall jump that Hardy started doing before the finish,
Yeah.
like a couple of the guys in front of me did it in the main. I hadn't done it yet, and then I was like, "Screw it, I'm gonna go for it." And yeah, I just ended off of it, hit the gate pretty hard.
Oh,
Um,
you know what? I think I remember that. I think it was
yeah,
on TV. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, it was my 30 seconds of fame went out the window there. Right as they put me on camera, then I was going through that section. Um, but yeah, I got up, finished top 10, and then yeah, it kind of just progressively got worse. Honestly, like on my end, like my riding just I wasn't bringing the same intensity from the week into the race. But so those were like then it just when I went P4, P7, and then just went downhill. Like not
Yeah,
riding
P4's not
well.
bad.
Yeah,
I mean, there's good dudes out there with factory rides, and you were riding for SLR Honda, right?
yeah, yep. Out of
Oelhlhof.
California, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, aren't they
So
out of? Oh yeah, they are out of California. That's right.
yeah.
Sorry. I always think they're from Arizona because they're an
Oh
off-road
yeah.
team.
Yeah.
Um, but like, do you feel like that experience like helped you for this weekend?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it just gave me he kind of helped me just learn how to put a full like night together, from qualifying to the night show. And then I've never done a triple crown, obviously, and like
Yeah, you got thrown right into the shit show.
yeah, I got thrown to the wolves, but it was pretty cool. But the good thing was I got put in C practice at Indy on a ruddy track, so I got like the sickest track every day or every session.
Yep.
So that helped, but the whole SMX Next thing really helped, like making me put or forcing me and making me learn like, okay, you can't do this because it leads to this, or you have to do this to get what you want out of that. So it just kind of like helps me, like give me realization and help me like get to where I am today and yeah, finish how I did this weekend.
Yeah. Does it, the biggest thing for me is I feel like I matured a lot once race day slowed down, right? Like, uh, for the first, I don't know, year, I feel like race day was so fast to me. Like, everything just was happening so fast. My fast laps felt like they went by a million miles an hour. Practice felt super short, and then like everything in between, it just felt like my heart rate never slowed down. And then as I
Yeah.
got older, everything started to slow down for me, just all the pieces, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's a big thing for young guys like you. And so you agree that that probably helped?
Yeah. Like how you're saying everything slowed down. Like I didn't feel like the qualifying, like we only have two now, but the qualifying sessions weren't like, I was like freaking out in between them. Like my heart rate was probably the normal. And so that I think doing the next stuff, the SMX next stuff really helped like just kind of get me used to that format. And then,
Hmm.
so yeah, I think it helped pretty well.
Dude, how about how long it is between practices now?
Yeah, it's like what, an hour in between
No,
from
it's
my
like
first one.
it's like an hour and a half to 2 hours, something like that. It drives me insane. I
Well,
feel like
this
I have
weekend
to
was pretty
start my whole
short.
day over. Well, I don't think the Triple Crown is any different. Maybe they changed the schedule. But dude, like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Maybe the day's more sped up than you think, and you just don't realize. Because
Well, I think
it's almost 2 hours.
it actually is. Yeah, from when I started, my first one was 12:30, and then my next one was like 2:20, 2:17. So yeah, it's almost 2 hours. But I went up and watched like B and A practice of 250,
Yeah.
and then I think maybe 450A. Like watch Mitchell and the top guys, see like just other stuff.
See how
But
fast the track breaks down.
oh yeah, it was like destroyed after 450A was out
Yeah.
there.
So you'll probably be in B this weekend.
Yeah,
But so you'll still have a really good track though. I mean, what did
yeah.
you end up overall?
P15.
Ooh, that's pretty
Yeah,
good,
I went
honestly.
16, 16, 14.
Nice.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, I mean, that's pretty stellar, to be honest.
yeah, yeah. That
I
was like
definitely
my
wouldn't
goal.
have, what's that?
That was like my goal for first round and kind of the whole East Coast series,
Did,
just being like a top
did,
15 guy.
did my text hit home?
A little bit, yeah.
A
I
little
like
bit.
that
All
text.
right,
Yeah,
I did. I texted him and I said, good job, all the jazz. But I was like, please don't try to go fast today. I was like, speed doesn't get rid of results in Indy. Consistency and hitting your marks does. And honestly, like, did you have any falls in the races?
no,
That's a big win, dude. I don't think I've ever gone to Indy and not completely yarded myself at least once.
I
Uh,
almost did impress Dave, but
did you?
yeah. Oh yeah, like
Okay.
finish
Yeah,
line, couple laps in, and just hit to flat, and I was like, as soon as I came off the lip, and I went past the landing, and I was still floating, and I'm like, yeah, this ain't good. But
oh, yeah, that's a brain fart moment then, not a track moment.
yeah,
So
I hadn't hit
did
like a Supercross double in a while, or one like that, and I just sent that.
out. Yeah, I mean the one at Jax is basically a freestyle ramp.
Yeah.
Have you ever ridden dirt like that?
Um, the only time was like when I went to Germany, like
Oh, that's
late
true.
last year. Yeah, with the File Kawasaki team.
And that
That
didn't
was
go
like
well.
no, yeah, I was way off then.
Yeah.
But
But that's good.
that dirt's pretty similar.
That's why we do off-season races, bro. It's just to
Yeah.
go and race, make a little money. I don't know if they paid you show up money, but like, if if you do okay, you make decent money. If
Yeah.
you at least make some show up money, then you kind of crush it no matter what, and you get paid to go travel abroad. Like it's
Yeah.
sick. Like I've only been to Germany once, and when I went, it went pretty shitty too.
Yeah.
I I only made one main, and I was there for 3 races, and
Really.
yeah, it was awful. I got hurt at the last one too. Um,
Oh,
I got DQ'd the one day because I like jumped off the track and then I jumped back on. And when I jumped back on, the dude behind me got way closer than I thought he did, and he landed on my back end.
oh,
Uh, yeah, it went terrible. It went
yeah.
terrible. I hated my teammates, and it was it was a miserable month, and especially to come home hurt really sucked.
Yeah.
So, but that's why I go to Finland every year, dude, because it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Like I have a blast.
Yeah.
So, Finland's the same way. That dirt's awful. It's just like Indy, except the jumps are way bigger. Like doing a double over there is like doing a triple here, and they're
Yeah.
super flat. So it's like
Oh, yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Who's your mechanic?
Colin. He just we the team picked him up. I think right like probably a month like as soon as I like the week before I started riding again. Um,
Huh?
he joined. So
Huh.
yeah.
Okay. So I probably haven't met him yet.
No.
Unbelievable. Uh, has anybody else quit in the last little while in mechanics? It's a for those who don't know, mechanics on privateer supercross teams are a revolving door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Only guy that you could say quit was Tyler. And you mean you probably know about that. That was a while ago.
Yeah, I don't even remember Tyler. So
Yeah, he
that's
was
fair.
Hamden's guy, the tall, skinny kid.
Oh, no, I
Yeah,
didn't know he quit.
yeah, he left.
Oh, you
Shoot,
know what?
like
I didn't think he was going to last long because he didn't really get along with anybody.
yeah, a little bit, but
Like when you're the odd mechanic out, it's tough
yeah, for
because
sure.
especially when they have like a bunkhouse where they all live together.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, that's a rough one. But do you like your
yeah,
new guy? He's okay. He's there with you
yeah.
every
He's
day.
good. Yeah, every day. Yeah, every day. He's pretty. He's he's a quiet kid for sure. Um, but I don't mind it. Like I mean, you know me. I talk a lot, or some days I'll talk a lot, and then like I'll just randomly talk about stuff, and then he's pretty like he won't talk about much. But he's good. Like he does good work. He's there. He gets his stuff done. Um,
Is he
yeah.
young or is he like has he done it before?
He's worked for an amateur kid, I think, down here in Florida. Other than
Okay.
that, like he went to Scotty's school, mechanic school.
Oh, okay. Yep. That's
Yeah,
good school. No, that's cool.
yeah,
I'm always curious because I've like Steven's worked for years. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And I just didn't like I'm sure Steven's like working with your guy
yeah,
and trying to like teach him the ways of being a mechanic for like a race team guy.
yeah,
So it's a struggle. It can be a struggle. I've had brand new mechanics that have never worked at the races before, and I've met them at the race and had them work for me. That's a nightmare.
yeah.
So
I bet it's probably stressful
like
for you.
it's super stressful. And I said this I think last week to Hamden. I'm like, the best thing you guys have going for you is you guys get to build that relationship with your mechanics and
Yeah,
get that chemistry to I don't know how each other function for the
yeah,
most part. So, well, that's good. I mean, at least that's it. So, are you excited that you came back for Indy, or like, do you think you were plenty ready, or do you wish you would
yeah.
have
I
come back
felt
earlier? Or?
I would have loved to be back like round one of East Coast, but I got on Supercross the week of Arlington, and I felt good
Super
right
fast.
away. Yeah, I felt like I think it was a week and a half of corner track. Um, but like I was,
Before, like you were on the corner track for a week and a half, and then like the week of Seattle, you got like the week after Seattle, you got on Supercross for a couple days.
yeah, yep. I rode, I think 3 days, uh, that week before Arlington, and like the first day I felt good, and everyone's like, "Dude, chill out." I'm like, "Hey, I'm chilled right now." Like
Liam, you don't have a chill button. I
Yeah,
don't think you understand that. Like we watch you
maybe.
ride,
Yeah,
and like we understand the fact that
yeah,
you like to send it, and it might feel normal to you, but that's why. Like I think oftentimes people think like I'm not trying, but I'm 30 some years old, and I know like, hey, if I just ride at 75%, I can actually function and like work on things and like properly
yeah,
try to do things. And that
yeah,
way when I build into my speed, it it feels a little more natural.
yeah. Like
Where
it
a
translates.
lot of kids like you guys just like to twist the gas and go as fast as you can and then figure it out. And that is it's a backwards way of thinking. I'll give you that
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
But yeah, it doesn't always work.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I kind of just there's days where I just twist it, and I'm like,
Yes.
well, it'll
Well,
work.
I mean, you
If
go
it
fast.
don't, it don't.
For
Yeah,
those who don't know, Liam goes really fast. You know, uh, he's getting better in the whoops, but sometimes his speed. Okay, the last time I was in Florida, was right before you broke your wrist, right?
yep,
And we were all doing a moto together, and I was probably a second faster than a second might be a bit much, but we'll use it for an analogy. I was a second faster than Liam in the whoops. He was 2 seconds faster than me everywhere else. So it didn't matter how much faster I was going. He was still beating me everywhere. And it was demoralizing because I was doing all the rhythms and he wasn't, and he was still going faster than me. So
that's where I was just sending it at that point.
yeah, but
He's trying to get
it's
back.
fine. Yeah, but so did you know I'm the only one who saw your crash live?
Where in
When you got
Salem,
hurt.
really?
Yeah. Do you know how I saw it live? Because I was still in
No.
Florida. So Luke Niece is one of my best friends,
Yeah,
and we're in a group chat with a couple of our friends and all of our
yep.
wives. And Anna would FaceTime us during all the main events, so we
Okay.
could watch the race. And so that's the only reason I was watching. Sorry, I mean you don't have a support system like he does, but yeah. So I watch literally all those races live. Um,
Yeah.
except maybe the last one. But I was the one who broke the news to Julian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was because we were sitting. I think we were loading the semi or something for A1. It was that week or something like that. So we were all sitting in the shop,
Yeah.
and it was not a fun conversation to have,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
to tell him you're landing the whoops or whatever like that.
Yeah. I
But
bet.
have we started practicing jumping the whoops every once in a while?
Yeah, I was jumping them all last week,
Okay,
or all Wednesday, I should say.
we've
Like,
learned our lesson a little bit.
yeah. I mean, I started off blitzing, and then Zach was like, "Oh, you got to try and jump them for
Yeah.
Indy's purpose because their jumper's
Not
pretty
just for
quick."
indie, dude. It's look, we had this conversation at club the other day because Chad is an avid blitzer.
Yeah.
You know, he wants everyone blitzing the whoops every single day. And I was like, hey, Chad, like, what if when the whoops get absolutely hammered and we have to jump them? He's like, you keep skimming. And I'm like, no. I was like, that's not how it works, dude. Like, when the best dudes in the world are jumping the whoops, me, I should probably be jumping the whoops. I shouldn't be trying to skim when I'm already slower than them skimming. If them getting sketchy skimming, I'm already getting sketchy way before that point.
Yeah.
So I need to back it down, figure out a jump line that works, and then because like when I jump whoops, the rest of my track gets better. And
Well, connects
yeah,
it all.
because well, it just I feel like it makes the track flow better for me.
Okay.
But then it's also just so much easier. It saves so much energy. Do you
With
feel that way, or are you a skim guy?
I like skimming,
I like
but
skimming too, but I also ride the track when it's way more hammered than when you ride it.
yeah, you get it at its worst.
Yeah.
Um, I like the skimming better. Like there's some days we'll be riding the red track and it's the first set is like hard as concrete almost, and then like I'll stick to skimming, and then there was one day they were pretty hard, and I made like a pretty big mistake 2 laps in a row through them, and then I just started jumping them. But
Are you a
I
fourth
stick
gear
to
guy?
skimming. Yeah, fourth.
Yeah. Have you? If you can, like that's a you could probably hit in fifth.
Yeah,
Have
I
you ever
probably
hit them in
could.
fifth?
No, I hit the second set fifth
That is
sometimes,
so
but
ass backwards, Liam. When they're hard though, that's when you want to go to fifth
yeah,
because you have to slow the rotation down to get wheel spin. Because that's my problem there and that's why I would start jumping them because they're so slippery
yeah,
when like they get hard because they face the sun
yeah,
and they're awful and you get no traction. And I don't
yeah,
skim whoops in fourth gear strictly for the fact that at the races I usually can't get to fourth gear like in a
yeah,
reasonable way to have power.
yeah. They're
Like
pretty
that's
close
that.
to the turn.
Well, that set I could hit in fourth gear all day. I could
Oh yeah,
shift third whenever I want. I could shift fourth whenever I want. I'd come in with a ton of speed. But at the races, so like something people don't realize is the water truck lanes at practice tracks fuck everything up
but yeah, makes the
because
track so much wider.
it makes it super wide and then like the practice berms like so you can't have back-to-back 180s that are normal at a practice track because one you need a place for water to go when it rains and two the water truck has to be able to reach it and most water trucks can only spray like maybe a lane and a half but like
Yeah,
good they can spray like one lane so
yeah,
then like you can't have 3 lanes stacked on top of each other because you can't water the middle lane.
yeah,
So it's a nightmare. So then, like, I'm friends with the Dirtworks guy. So like,
yeah,
when he lays out the club tracks. Like we try to, I talk to him about it, and we try to make it so like it's 180 down 90, and then like you have back to back 180s, but then after
yeah,
then you hit a 90 and you do something weird, and then because
yeah,
it screws it all up.
yeah, for sure. Like the first whoop section, like there's a water truck laying down it,
Yep,
or even after the
yep,
second set, triple and then 180 right, and it's like a
yep.
massive berm.
That berm is the biggest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
So,
like Monster Cup.
hmm where, like in my opinion, if I made that track, I would have taken the second set of whoops all the way down, 90 left, down, 180, came back, 180, yeah, and then went back 90 again
Yeah,
because then you could have put the water truck lane in between the first, I don't know, somewhere down there. My math
yeah,
is not mathing right now. Somewhere in my brain, something's messed up. But anyways, it's a nightmare that they don't have at the races, and
yeah,
it it might sound like a dumb little detail to you people, but having a berm that is 20 foot longer than it should be changes the entire dynamic of a section by a lot
yeah,
because like have you started to learn the difference from like how close the singles are to the berm at the races versus how close they are at jacks?
yeah. They're pretty close,
Yeah, because
or
at
not
jacks
pretty
they're
close,
like
but they're closer.
yeah, the ones at jacks are like a million miles away. And
Yeah,
when like a five like not even 5 feet, like just a couple feet difference changes how much pop you get by so much. And that's why like when you see guys cut down early in berms, and I'm talking to the listeners right now, not you, Liam, because I know you're smart enough to
yeah,
know this.
yeah.
But
There you go.
like you cut down
Sometimes.
early in the berm and then you have to ride across the flat and then sit into something, like you're gonna endo.
Yeah,
Like every time. And you have to like adapt and learn how to deal with that, which sucks, but
you have to
it's
like get creative with the seat bounce.
exactly. Exactly. So, no, it's all good. It's all good. So,
Yep.
um, back to you. Week off. You didn't ride today, which I thought was odd.
Yeah, just Wednesday, Friday, I think this week.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
Luke working with Zach?
Um, yes and no. Like on Wednesday, he trained with us. Like did our program. Zach was there.
Like technique
Uh,
stuff, or
just like motos and stuff, like some moto
oh,
sprint
that
work
was
and
the day that you guys kind of got into it.
yeah,
Got it.
yeah, it was yeah.
Uh, it's fun. Um, are you ex- are you happy there's a week off?
Uh, it's kind of like odd, because my first pro race, get into it, and then weekend off. But like it would be cool, like jump in Indy and then like next like this weekend Birmingham and then like go a couple weekends or something. But I mean, it is what it is. That's how like the whole how it all got planned out. So
Yeah, it probably it sucks for you, but everyone else is a little fried at the moment.
yeah, everyone loves this weekend.
Yeah, everyone loves this weekend. And honestly, it was perfectly timed for me because I didn't want to
Yeah,
come back at Daytona. And if I really needed to, I probably could have raced Indy.
yeah.
But honestly, like watching the race, I'm sitting there at the house with Sarah, and I'm like, I wouldn't have gone roll 3-3-3 right there. Wouldn't have happened.
Oh yeah,
Uh, the three out of the corner, that would have sucked. Like that wouldn't have been any fun. So I was just like, I'm not missing Indy very much right now. The best part
yeah.
about Indy, and I know you're not old enough for this, is the downtown scene after the race. It is fantastic.
Oh
It's
yeah.
the best of any race we go to all year. So I'll make sure I tell you the spots when you're old enough. But
All
it's
right, sounds good.
it's a good spot. Okay, so Wednesday, Friday this week, I'm riding. Oh, so you're riding tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I rode Supercross for the first time today. Thanks for asking.
What was that?
Uh, dude, honestly, so we have this like tunnel jump thing, and
Oh yeah.
I was getting absolutely cranked off of it
Or you?
for like the first half of the day. Yes. I had multiple people tell me they're like, dude, I've never seen you scrub so hard in your life. I was like, bro, I haven't hit a jump in 2 months.
Yeah,
Like
you're probably loving it.
I was having a lot of fun for a little while, and then I started to get tired, and the track got really gnarly.
And then just went
I,
back to
I
normal.
yeah, I just went back to full Cade Air status,
Yep.
but it did feel good to hit jumps again because I rode the
Yeah,
turn
I
track
bet.
all last week on my Subi suspension, and
That
it is
didn't feel
so
good.
awful. No, it
Yeah.
sucks, dude. Especially because like we have two turn tracks, and the one is like a sand clay mixture, and half of it is like beach sand, and the other half is like blue grooved.
Yeah.
So like the two worst options.
Yeah.
And then the other one I rode with a vet camp. So like they had a whole bunch of vet riders at club
Yeah.
and they were doing camps and they were on the turn track for their last day and they were like, "Oh yeah, okay, just come ride with our group one guys. You can coach and ride and do all this stuff." I was like, "All right, cool." Dude, the ruts were shroud deep by the end of the day. Huge,
Yeah.
and they were
Copy.
long, choppy, and my back was absolutely fried.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Dude. And the vet dudes like didn't understand like what I was complaining about. And I was like, you guys realize I'm on supercross suspension, right? And they're like, no. And I let one of the dudes like ride my bike around and he
Yeah.
don't tell Julian this, but he like crashed because he hit like a bump and fucking I was gonna be pissed if he bent my bars, but he didn't, which was good. He didn't bend anything. But it was really fun. He's like, I don't think I've felt two by fours this stiff. And I was like, welcome to my life, bro.
Yeah.
And so that was really funny just to like because you know vet dudes, man. They all feel like they are the world's greatest test rider. So it's all good. But so Birmingham's next. Man, you really kind of got the shit end of the stick. You went uh Triple Crown, weekend off, straight into an East West shootout.
Yeah. Back to back. Just carnage.
Back to back. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, you're gonna have to qualify right in again, basically, because they're only gonna
Yeah.
take 22
Yeah.
this time out of your class. So they'll take 22 out of your class, and then you race the heat race with just your coast. Yeah, and then they mix it for the. Yeah, that sucks. I never did that.
Yeah. No?
No, because when I raced the 250 class, I only raced it 1 year, and they only did Vegas, and I'd only made one main, and we were like, we're not going to Vegas. So
Yeah.
we're like, odds of me getting ninth, not high.
Yeah.
So I did go and watch though. Had a great time. First time.
Yeah, but that was cool.
Wasn't my first time in Vegas, but I did have a good time. So
Yeah.
uh, but we're only gonna do East Coast, right, and then outdoors. So you're gonna do all
Yep.
the outdoors, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm not. That's no, not doing it.
Not for
But
you.
not for me. Is Hamden gonna race outdoors?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So it'll be you, Hamden, Jack, and Mitchell, and maybe Luke.
Um, I don't think Luke will be here because
Oh, really?
he could only get 3 month visa.
So yeah,
Um,
that's why he came so late. I
yeah,
forgot about that. He he only rode the bike for what, like 3 or 4 days?
yeah. I think like overall maybe a week and a half.
Yeah, because whatever his visa was, he couldn't get it for long enough, so he showed up as late as possible so he could make it to the last Supercross
Yeah, and like
without like
you do the last round, he leaves that next Monday. Like
really.
he gets
Oh, so
a day. Yeah,
yeah, that sucks. That's actually brutal.
yeah,
But good on him for planning it that way because me, I would have just booked my flight and I said figure it out later, and then I would have been screwed. So
yeah.
that does suck. So okay, we had our first race weekend. I don't know the story yet, so now you're gonna tell it to me. What the fuck happened to you two in the main?
It was main three. Um,
Hang on. Who's a bigger asshole, me or Luke?
you easily.
Stop. Have I ever yelled at you?
I don't think so.
Exactly. So here we go. Okay, tell the story.
No, you're just straight up, but uh it was main three, first lap. I did the whoops, double and a 90 right across the start,
Mhm.
and I was on the inside, and he was just obvious on the outside of me, and then I went to just make the turn where I usually did, and I went because I knew he was out there, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stay inside of him. Like
This is
I
right
had,
after the whoops.
yeah, I had like no intention to even like get
Oh,
close and like rub
you
him.
ran him into the bank.
Well, he was already like basically I think close to the bank, and then I was trying to make my turn, and I like just started sliding. So then it stood me up, and then I ran into the bank like on accident. Like didn't mean to even like rub him or anything, and like I was just trying to make my turn, get to the next turn, and stay on the inside. And then yeah, I ended up sliding and just getting up close to him, and we ended up rubbing, and then which was fair on his part. Like he wasn't too happy
Wait,
about it.
hang on. You guys just rubbed?
Oh, we like we hit like kind of hard. Like when I hit, I went right kind of. But like none of us went down. I think he stayed
Oh boy.
kind of just
Okay.
going.
Okay.
But yeah, and I apologized after, and he was kind of heated because he probably he had thought that I just went straight for him, like on
Did
purpose
he
to try
pass
and.
you on the last lap?
That was I think the second main.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah, it had to have been yeah.
Okay. So you
Um,
held him off in the last main.
yeah,
Oh. You remember what I was saying earlier about not getting liking to get beat by someone half your age?
yeah, yeah. I was like, I apologized with, hey, I wasn't trying to hit you, and he obviously wasn't too happy. Just
Oh.
he
Well, like,
thought
did
that I
you guys actually like
intentionally.
get into it at the rig?
No, not really. I mean,
Oh,
he like,
someone had told me that like you guys were like screaming at each other at the semi after the
oh
main.
no, no. I mean,
Oh.
he was kind of heated. You could tell he was pretty angry with like how I had raced him in that corner.
Hmm.
And yeah, and then I'm pretty sure he saw the video later, like within the next 30 minutes. And then we had the TV on in the rig watching the 450 main, and it was about to start, and like I was walking down, I just got undressed, and he came over and we shook hands and like kind of squashed it there. But I
Oh.
was like, I'm like, all right, yeah, like I could get where he was coming from. But then he saw the video, I'm pretty sure, and like we're good, but for a little bit there was like
There's some tension.
there's some tension in the rig.
Okay. Is there going to be enough room in the rig for all of us?
There should be. I mean, he was he was getting dressed like in the back of the rig.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, so it was just me, Hamden, and Mitchell up there.
Because four of us up there is tight.
Yeah,
And we're about to. I mean, three of us up there was tight.
yeah,
And there's only two recliners and a couch. So.
yeah.
And I'm old. So I get the recliner.
Seniority.
Seniority. Yes. Is his
Yep.
chick cool? I've never met his chick.
Lauren?
Yeah, I don't know who she is. I see her in all his photos.
Yeah, she's awesome. Like she's there for Luke, obviously,
Yeah.
but like you can see like you'll see her in the morning. She say hi to everyone, like super friendly.
Yeah.
And yeah, like she had told me basically, I think after each main, like good job. Like I was riding good,
Yeah.
and fairly good, and she just would say good job. But yeah,
Oh, that's
she's cool. She helps
That's
out
cool.
like
I've had
Luke a
teammates
lot.
with like shitty wives who like only worry about themselves and are like completely useless. Actually, Madison used to be that way, but now Madison's like really cool.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, the first like year I met Madison, we were not fans of each other. um,
yeah.
but it's fine. So was she there this weekend?
Madison? No, she had she watches dogs. I'm pretty sure you know, but
Oh,
she
okay.
had someone who booked one for the weekend, so she ended up staying here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Have you been Airbnb-ing with Mitchell or what have you been doing? Flying solo?
No, I was in a
Oh, your
hotel with
family
my
was probably
mechanic.
there. You're a young kid. Your family still comes to the races.
No, just my dad.
Di- No uncle? No uncle this weekend?
No, I don't know where he was, but yeah, it was just
I
my
miss that
dad,
guy.
and then
Like that
my
guy.
dad's dad, and then my mom's sister and her family. But I stayed in the hotel with my mechanic.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Look at you being
yeah, but I
independent.
was, and then I was like Friday night. I went out and got dinner with my dad and Julian, and Steven. And then Mitchell's mechanic tagged along, but
Okay.
and then Saturday morning, me and my dad went to the track. Like he was staying somewhere else, but
Yeah. That's all right. Will your
the
dad come to
mechanics
all of
leave
them?
early. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, see, funny enough, my dad was at the race I got hurt at, which was nice because he like helped me.
yeah,
But normally I am solo all the time.
yeah.
And
Probably wouldn't have been fun.
last year when I got hurt, uh, I was fully by myself, and like there was like all this. I was at an Airbnb by myself,
Oh, really?
and yeah, so I had to figure that out. That was super fun. My
Yeah.
arm was in
Okay.
three pieces, and I had to like text the Airbnb host. I shattered my arm yesterday. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing any of the checkout stuff. Like, it's not happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
you
That
know,
part sucks.
but usually Mitchell and I stay together. That's why I was asking. But I didn't know
Yep.
who he was using for a dependent since I haven't been at the races.
Yeah. It was. I think if I'm pretty sure, Hamden, his girlfriend, and then Luke and his wife stayed there with Mitchell.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
That's
there
cool.
was a good amount of them in there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Hamden and I had a deep convo last week about his mental state at the races. He was in a dark place, I feel like, still, whenever we talk to him. And we got to
Yeah.
get him out of it. Because I like Hamden.
Yeah. I like
But
Hamden too.
but holy shit. How was his weekend? Because he didn't follow my instructions. I told him he had to send it. He was in B practice, right?
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Luke. So the track was clearly good enough because Luke was
P8
whatever.
overall
Yeah, whatever.
qualifying.
So how was tell me how his weekend was.
Yeah. Actually, like qualifying was like his normal. Um, just kind of off the pace a little bit. I wasn't like I barely watched any of the B group qualifying. Like I would get back, chill for a little bit, and then walk up and watch A. But he went to the LCQ and like he rode great, like he typically does here. Like he rode pretty well. Like everyone was like, yeah, he's riding good right now. But he just didn't have like a great start. I think he was. I just got up to the stands
I
right
mean,
as they took off.
didn't he get sixth? He got sixth in
Yeah,
the LCQ. That's the
yeah.
best he's done all year.
He was ripping too. Like he was catching the guys in front of him.
Yeah, like I was telling
Yeah,
someone today that's friends with, oh, it was Matt Burkeen. He's like, oh, Hamden and I are from the same town. And he's like, what do we got to do to get him in the main? I was like, I don't know, bro, but I can tell you if he rode the main, he'd do great. Because like when I rode with
yeah,
him in Florida, like he sucked through qualifying practice. He sucked, and we do like race day sims. So he sucked in qualifying practice. He sucked in the heat races. And then all of a sudden in the main event, he was the same speed as me and Jack.
yeah. He was consistent.
Yeah, super consistent. Like he doesn't slow
Yeah,
down or go faster. He just goes the same speed.
yeah,
Kind of drives me insane, but he's a second year guy, so give him a little leeway. But yeah, hopefully he can get it figured out because he's a good kid and I want to see him do good. But
yeah,
I felt bad. I kind of picked on him, told him his mental state sucked last week and he had to get better. But whatever. That's just
yeah.
me.
I
You
mean,
know me.
he rode good. It was just I don't think the start was very good. I didn't see it, but he was. I think after like the first rhythm, he was. I'd say mid pack.
Yeah.
Like
And Craig
it.
wasn't there this weekend, so you guys were
Nope.
flying solo.
Yeah,
Oh, oh, you guys had to listen to Julian all weekend.
yeah. I didn't.
Uh,
I didn't hear much from Julian all weekend, but I
Jules
mean,
has
it's pretty
taken
busy.
Jules has taken a step back. He has good mechanics who know how to do their job, especially with Craig training them. So
Yeah,
yeah, life's a lot easier now that Jules has his job and everyone else has their jobs. Because in the past, Jules would do everybody's job,
oh,
and
really?
yeah, he was stressed out, just doing way too much. So
Yep.
yeah, everyone felt bad for him and was annoyed with him at the exact same time
Yep.
because he was just doing way too much. So, but Craig, our team manager, his wife is about to have their kid like
Yeah.
any day now, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're within like the week of it. So
Yeah, I think she was due like the 15th. So he's skipping out on a few. Uh,
yeah,
so Craig, if you listen to this, I'm happy for you. I don't know how you're going to be as a dad, but
we'll have to
uh,
see for that one.
yeah, exactly. Right. So, yeah, I don't know. Anything else, Liam? It's kind of a chill episode, just you and me. I like
Yeah.
this. Maybe we'll have to cut
Yes.
Dave out of this more often.
I mean, I haven't met Dave, so I
Yeah,
just
you
want to
have.
see.
He's like the lone black guy at the races.
I don't know.
Maybe you haven't met him. You've probably seen him before because he
I
goes to a lot of
probably not.
races, but he wasn't there this weekend. And yeah, maybe you haven't met him, but he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Dave's cool. He's a good
Yep.
friend of mine. Uh, yeah. Well, Dave and I are actually gonna. Oh, here. Let me ask you this question really fast.
Go
This
ahead.
weekend, a lot of controversy with the lapping situations happening
Yep.
out there on the race course. I don't really care about your opinion on privateers, but how are the blue flags for you? First experience with them. What is your opinion on the blue flags?
Well, the first meeting I was like, they were like, they wave them kind of gentle at the beginning, like when they're getting close, but like when they're right behind you, they wave them like pretty aggressive. And I didn't know that, so I see him come out, and I'm like, start looking around, and I started like
There's no one fucking near you.
slowing down, and I'm like, I don't hear anyone. All I hear is like the guy that's behind me, and we're fighting for position. And then I'm like, okay, like I just started kind of racing behind me, like looking for him. Um, and then the second main was a little better. Uh, but yeah, it was kind of odd. Like I didn't know like how the blue flag situation was, but
It's the worst thing of all time.
yeah, it was like how they
We
started
catch
waving
all
it
the blame for
early.
it. We catch
Yeah,
all
they
the blame
started
for
waving
it, but
it like
like
super early.
way too, dude, it pisses my dad off so much. My dad will literally just he will start shaking. He gets so mad. because
Really?
like, dude, there'll be 2 lanes behind you still, and they're like waving the blue flag, and it's just like
Yeah.
so that you have to start paying attention to it,
Yeah.
so
I
that you're
mean,
like looking across lanes, seeing where other guys are. You're worrying about them. You're not focusing on you. Then you start making mistakes. So then you're losing even more time. So then
yeah,
you
it
start
throws you
looking
off.
back. You're like, where the hell are these guys? Where
Yeah.
do you remember where the blue flags were? Because the only one I saw all night was like by the mechanics area.
There was one there, and then I saw like one right at the corner. I think maybe the corner before the finish, and then on the finish. And then maybe another one down the rhythm after the start or before it. But there wasn't a whole lot of flags, like blue flags out there.
Yeah, because I was watching, and it was an absolute like. Normally you can see them on TV, but
Yeah.
I wasn't seeing a whole lot of them. So it was just. Dave and I are going to get into this after this. Him and I are going to hop on here and, uh, yeah,
Break it all down.
break it all down. So,
Yep.
all right. Well, Liam, thank you for your time. Thank you for
Yes, sir.
chatting with me, and
Anytime.
yeah, we'll have you on again later this year towards the end of Soupy, and we'll ask. We'll see how everything went. But
Yeah.
thanks
Sounds
for
good.
yeah, chatting with me. We'll see how it goes, and
Yes, sir.
I'll throw a video up later this week and about you and Luke getting into it. So on Friday when the video goes up, just be prepared to come to the track and have a conversation.
All right. Yep. Sounds good.
All right, buddy. Thank you. All right, that's that. There's Liam. Could chat with him. Dave has no idea what we talked about. I'm
I
not
don't know.
going
I
to
know that
inform
I
him.
like Liam, but that's all about
You know what's
Luke that
funny?
I
He has
know,
no idea who you are.
which is sad. That is half of
When
the
have you?
people.
Okay, hold on. I was trying to think of a time when you would have met him, and we had talked about this on the show.
Yeah,
But when have you met him?
I feel like I have met him in passing quick, and he was like chill, but I can't remember
I
where. I also met Mitchell before he was on the team. Can't remember
Yeah.
where, but I don't
Wow,
know.
you're really crushing it in the privateer paddock, dude. That collective
Just
experience, man, really meeting all the new people.
it's a good program, but we're busy. You know what? One thing I was thinking about the other day is I really love that like all of PRMX. There's so many different personalities at different levels in their career. Like your personality and how you attack things and like your demeanor is so different from like the new 250 guys, and it's still different from Mitchell, which is different from everybody. It's such a weird but also really cool, fun, like dynamic that the team has.
Well, I feel like that's just part of growing, right?
Well,
Like the team, like I,
there aren't many teams like that though. I mean, the only teams that are like that are probably Star because there's 30 freaking dudes on the team. But other than
yeah,
that, like what other teams do you have such a wide variety of like number one career lengths, but also
mm,
different personalities that actually are fun to be around? You know what I mean?
I guess, yeah, that's true. And most are just strictly 250 based,
Yeah,
or if they're 450 based, they're usually like privately ran, like
yeah,
Kevin's team. It's just him and one other guy. So
yeah.
yeah, I guess I see what you mean. Uh, yeah, maybe like the old factory days when you'd have like Carmichael and Dungy when he was like a rookie on a 250, you know?
Yeah.
But none of the factory teams are like that anymore because, well, no, Husky, Husky. They got Malcolm, RJ, Ryder D.
Benick, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
So we're basically a
yeah, but
factory
it's
team. It's the same
it
concept though. You're gonna try and tell
roundabout
me,
way. We're basically factory, right?
yeah,
Um,
you're gonna try and tell me that that's not a drastically different
no, it is, but
people.
I'm saying like maybe I'm throwing in like the personalities too. Like it's good that we are rare and good that we have really cool, unique personalities on the team. You know what I mean? Like,
I am a unicorn.
oh goodness, it's gonna go straight to his head. But no, I think it was just super unique. I don't think you have so many different I don't know. It's just the thought that I had. I was like, man, I've really enjoyed talking to every single person in the pod that we've had so far. The team is
They
fun to be
are all
around.
different.
Like
They
you
are
get
all
like
different.
a whole different like atmosphere around each individual person. It's awesome.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's cool. Um, so yeah, Liam and I had a good chat. I learned a lot about him. I think I said this in the intro, quiet. He
Mhm.
it took some digging to get some things out of him. He told me when we were done recording he didn't completely blow Luke out, but I'll uh I'll say it. He Luke was a little harsher on our young Liam than Liam let on, but it's okay. You
Mm.
got to learn the hard way. Uh, you know, I don't know if people know, but Luke Clout and Nicoletti got into it in Australia earlier this year.
Oh, did not hear
Yeah.
about that.
So Luke's he's a bit of a grandpa like me. We're pretty much the same age. So
Mhm.
he knows what he wants. He knows the space he needs. So it's all good. I enjoy it. I enjoy the banter. We're probably gonna have Luke or Julian on next week. Who do you want? Do you want Luke or you want Julian?
Dude, it'd be fun to get Julian on because I think that would get a lot of questions answered that people might have. I know I've got a bunch of questions like, how the heck did this whole thing start? Like when
Good
you first
question.
met Cade, what was the first thing that went through your head? Besides, this guy looks hard to
I
work
went to
with.
Jules. I went to Jules and asked for a ride. That's how I got my first spot because I needed a ride for Supercross, and I just went to his camper one day at a Canadian National, and I was like, "Look, I know you help some guys. If you're willing to help me, like I want to go race Supercross next year." And that's how it happened. Um, but yeah, it was sick to be honest. So that's a story for another day. Story for
Yeah.
another day.
Do you think that happens a lot where you have those stories of guys that just went up to him or whoever on the
Oh,
team and like, "Hey,
100%.
I'm looking for a ride." Because one story that stands out to me is like this is so old, but you remember Chris Gossler when he rode for the PC team
Mm-hmm.
back in the day, and he was like, "Dude, I literally showed up to Mitch's office every single day and just like was like, hey, I'll
Oh,
sweep the floors, I'll do whatever it takes to hop on a team," and like that was so eye opening. Whatever year in the early 2000s that was, and I heard that story.
it's not just
And
him.
then
That's happened to so many guys with PC. It's
yeah,
like a
that's
thing
that's what I
that
wonder. Yeah, like what is it?
when they have a spot, like guys will go and sit in the lobby, and it's like a test. He's like, "All right, how, needy are they? How long are they going to sit there? Like, are they going to come back?" It's like he's like I think McAdoo was there like 2 days. Like he sat
Uh,
there after riding for 3 hours both days, just waiting to talk to him.
Jeez, how long do
So
you think
I think it was McAdoo.
you'd how long would you be able to make it? Two
Oh,
days,
I'd
three
make it
days?
if I thought I was good enough to get a spot, I'd sit there. I'd play, dude, Angry Birds for hours, bro. What do you mean?
Yeah. To be able to
It's not
say that
like
I
back in the
rode,
day when you just gotta keep flipping through Racer X's. Like it's easier to sit there now. Just
yeah,
sit on my
flipping
phone.
motocross action. Just,
Yeah.
uh,
Unless there's a
dude,
no phone rule, you walk in the door.
yeah, if I had the talent of you guys, and they were like, hey, you could potentially have dude, I'm camping in that lobby. Dave's bringing a blow up bed and a freaking TV, and I'm sitting there with like my little George Foreman grill, and I'm cooking,
Mhm.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm not. That would be incredible, but.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about this fucking gypsy thing.
Yeah, so I want to start off by obviously we saw some fireworks in Indy. Lot of different uh I guess spaces to talk in. Multiple different factory guys got hung up. We all know the story. Gypsy went on to say he's not the biggest fan, and I'm paraphrasing, of privateers being on the track with the factory guys. Now, I want to start this off by my little 2 cents. I'm a Gypsy fan. I enjoy Jace's takes. I think he's talked about some stuff that not many people talk about, and it's been really cool. He's a buddy. I think he's cool. Strongly disagree with him on this one. I mean, the the sport is privateers, dude. It's 80% privateers. Privateers fund a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? That's where like the heart and soul of racing comes from. That's where everybody sort of starts, unless you're some anomaly, right? Um, and the back markers, people tend to forget that was Ricky at one point. Ricky's first race, he was not first through fifth. Ricky was 2030s. Wyndham, same thing. All these greats, except for Stu, apparently, they all kind of started out back of the pack when they first went pro and stuff. So, um,
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
I
it's not
do
just
think
that,
it's
dude. Garrett Marchbanks got lapped 2 of the 3 mains.
yeah, that's a whole other portion of it is like it's not a privateer thing. I think it's a lapper thing, and I think the
No, here's
the
the problem. I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
I'm gonna
go ahead,
dive
go ahead.
into this.
I want to hear your 2 cents because I can go forever.
Okay, dude, Twitter on Sunday was
Mhm.
triggering. I was,
Really,
yeah, I was heated. I
you're
only
getting itchy.
responded to one
Twitter
guy, and
fingers are getting.
I regret it. I kind of got into it with a Twitter guy, but it's fine.
What did he say?
Dude, I don't even remember how it started. But once I found out that he drove Uber for a living, I just quit arguing with him.
Oh, dude.
I did. He's sitting
Uh,
there telling a bunch of professional athletes that they should quit because they're not as good as the factory guys. And I'm like, I responded with this. This is what I said. I said, send me your work address. I'd love to look up the reviews and see how professional you are. And he
uh,
sent a screenshot of his travel route for Uber. And I was like, okay, I'm done. Like I'm done art. Like I'm not saying Uber is not a real job, but
yeah.
I'm not going to let somebody who drives Uber for a living tell professional athletes that they should go quit. But anyways, uh yes, Jace is not a fan of the privateers. Uh he thinks they have no value. He thinks fans aren't there to see them. And in all reality, the majority of the fans are there for the top guys and everything else, right? They're there to see the great racing. They're there to see who wins. But there
Hmm.
are tons of fans. Like, and he wouldn't know this because he doesn't come see any of us. Like, he doesn't come through the privateer paddock and talk to guys. Like, he's not Steve, he's not Lewis, he's not Kellen. So I think that's part of the reason, like, a lot of privateers have a salty taste in their mouth is he talks shit on them, but then he doesn't, like, try to learn anything about, like, what they're
Hmm.
actually doing. Uh, Granted, he did have Jerry on his show after he got hurt, which was cool. But uh, so yeah, he's not a big fan of the privateers. He wants it to be more like World Supercross, just the factory teams. But look, if in my opinion, if
Hmm.
Supercross was that way, say it was just factory guys, there would be
How
no
many
in
gates?
I don't know. Let's say 15.
Okay.
There couldn't be 20 because we don't have 15 factory guys now. And what are they going to do? They don't do filling guys. Maybe they'd have to do filling guys then,
Yeah.
but then that doesn't solve the problem. Like putting me on a factory bike doesn't suddenly make me 3 seconds a lap faster.
Yeah.
Like it helps. It might help a position, a couple positions.
Mhm.
But we do fill in rides because they need a bike on the track and the other person needs a ride, not because it's going to make them a night and day different person.
Yeah.
I think fill in rides in outdoors might help more than fill in rides in Supercross
I
because
would agree.
I think I think the suspension goes a lot further in outdoors for
Hmm.
comfort and stuff like that. It's a different story. But like I don't know where to start. Privateers aren't the problem. Okay? It's not the problem. The number one problem is the AMA. This is where I'm going to start. Number one problem is the AMA. Fix your fucking blue flag situation. Okay? I
Mm,
watched the TV. Okay? I
yes.
watched
Yep.
lappers hit the finish line. No blue flag.
Yep.
Like, I see the finish line guy. There's no blue flag.
Mhm.
The rest of the track from TV, I could only see one blue flag on TV. And I was
Mhm.
looking. I had to ask. I asked Leum where some were. He was like, "Oh, I think there was one here, and I think there was one here," but he wasn't even really sure. And that was his first Supercross. So I was like, tell me your experience about it." And he explained it. And he's like, I don't know why they gave me the flag so early. The first main, they gave me the flag. And I look back and there's nobody even in my lane. And I'm like,
Jeez.
thank you. Like, how long is this going to be a fucking issue? And it drives me nuts. I've had this conversation with Pelletier. I've had this conversation with J-Bone. Those are both AMA people. I'm like, one, you need to stop giving the blue flag so early.
Yeah.
Like, you're taking attention away from the guys riding, and that's slowing them down, number one. So the leader's going to catch them even faster because you're literally slowing them down by making them lose focus.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're looking for them for way longer than we need to be. And by the time they actually get to us, we no longer give a shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I'm just like, fuck the blue flag. You guys have been waving it at me for 2 laps and nobody's passed me yet. That doesn't do me any good. And then number 3, I don't know what number I'm on. Number 3, uh, if guys get in the way, Vince and Kevin this weekend should have been fined or given fucking points on their license or whatever they're doing now. But in my opinion, they should have been fined $1,000. They both got in the fucking way. It's not like there wasn't an ulterior option. Like, both of them did the exact same thing. Eli was behind them coming out of the whoops. They got the blue flag, I believe, after the whoops or in that straightaway right there. They chose to take the only racing line, which was go inside, step on, off, rather than just go out to the fucking berm, look back real quick. Oh, it's Eli. I'm going to let him go have middle to right side of the track. I'm going to go out to the out berm, set up, and go straight down the left side of the rhythm. He can have the whole right side and hit the berm. That thought process takes a millisecond in your head while you're racing. Like, we are all good enough to make that decision in our head, and they chose to not do it. Why? Because there is no penalty. And it drives me insane, dude. Like,
Yep.
it does. Because, like, when I race against Kevin and we're battling, I know that when we start getting lapped, I'm fucked. Because I have respect for the other guys, and truthfully, I don't race well while getting lapped. I really struggle with it.
Well, nobody does, dude.
Yeah.
It pulls away from like your focus. You're not
Yeah.
racing your race at that point. You're racing somebody else's race.
And, like, Kevin will use the lappers to get through people. If it would have been anybody but Justin Hill, I probably would have thrown hands in St. Louis one year because it was the last lap and I was doubling through a rhythm because I was getting the blue flag and there was like 6 leaders behind me. And I was like, I gotta let these guys by. So I doubled the rhythm section on the left because they were all battling. It was like 3rd, 4th, 5th, like it was a whole group of guys.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to let these guys by. And as I'm doubling, Justin Hill jumps in with them, passes me, and then gets in their way, screws up the end of the race. It was a triple crown. Then after the race, Anderson is trying to legitimately fist fight me in the tunnel because he thought I was Justin Hill. And I'm like, why are you yelling at me? You're yelling at the wrong guy. And I was livid. Like, I think Steve was tweeting about it. Like, dude, I got screwed because I was crushing it. I was in like 15th, 14th or 15th, like riding really good that whole day. And just the last lap got absolutely, I mean, I didn't get completely screwed, but I should have beat him. Like, he clearly used them to get by me. And that shouldn't be allowed either. But that's a touchy rule because it's like, okay, if they're going to give you the blue flag for a lap, okay, we can't use the blue flag as the indicator of not being able to pass each other because, okay, I catch this guy, I can't pass him, even though the leaders are nowhere near us. Does that make sense? Because a lot of people are like, oh, well, you're not allowed to pass under the blue flag. That should be the rule. And it's like, okay, well, once I start getting lapped, they don't ever stop waving it.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, it's forever waved. And so it's basically just a nuisance, the whole main. I'm just looking for it. Like, it doesn't help me in any way, you know?
So
There's my rant.
No, and you make good point, and I think your perspective is a very common sense perspective because I've talked to I can't tell you how many people, and everyone's been like, yeah, how about consistency with our regulatory body, AMA? We need consistency and we need to have a professional standard for how the flags are waved, and we need a templatized and consistent consequence for offenders.
Consequence of the joke, yeah.
Yeah, and it's if you make that, and you said 1,000, dude, I would have, I know a lot of my buddies are privateers. I know the struggle. I'm like, dude, make it 3, 4, 5K. Make it something where it's
Well,
like, holy crap.
it should be progressive, right?
Well,
Like,
yeah. Steer step it for sure. Like make it a more dynamic
but it's hard to
penalty.
start
But
finding guys more than they'll make in 3 weeks. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
what I'm
Like,
saying, if you make it large enough, no one's gonna want to offend. They
yeah.
are going to be like, crap, I don't want to make a mistake. Let me go ahead and move away. However, you also need to be equally just I want to say like almost like equally yoked with a very strong and consistent blue flag and regulatory system
Yeah.
for lappers. Like you can't have one without the other, right? So
Yeah.
I think that's super important. But yeah, it's tough. So the argument about an A main and a B main for privateers came up. A main for the factory guys, B main for the privateers. Does that make sense to you? Is that something that you would ever go for? Like, hey, we'll let the top
I mean,
15, top 10 guys race, and then hey, we've got essentially another mini league inside of the Supercross where it's the B championship for the guys who are 15 to whatever, 30, 35, whatever.
I don't know, man. I just don't see Feld ever going for it, right? Like that's basically what Futures is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all of a
Mhm.
sudden you're going to make a third class. And yeah, I'm not sure to be honest with you. Um, is it possible? Yeah, I don't know where they find the time
That's another
to
thing too.
run this
Yep.
race. So, and the other thing, if like there's only 15, if it's only factory guys, like okay, well now we no longer need heat races, you know?
Yep.
It just everything goes off qualifying practice. So are they going to race two mains every night? Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just it changes the whole format. It changes the whole progression of everything. I
Yeah.
mean, do you get
Logistically,
rid of
it's tough.
privateers solely from the 450 class and make the 250 class wide open to everyone?
Mm.
You know? Like,
So how soon do you think lappers start or riders start catching
okay,
lappers
so here's my other
at like a
I didn't
stadium
get to this
like
point. Hold on.
Phoenix?
So it okay. You said how fast do they get to them?
Yeah, like how many laps do you think you can get at Phoenix before you start running into oh crap Eli and
So
Chase and the
yeah,
guys are behind me?
that's what my point was going to be. I didn't
Mhm.
say this, but Indy was set up for failure from the beginning. First of all,
Yep, I
we
agree.
shouldn't be racing on tracks that are sub 50 seconds.
Thank you. Thank you.
Um,
Yes.
Dirtworks, get your shit together. Stop designing tracks that are that short.
Yep.
Like Mui, we need sideways start straights, not stadium length start straights, so we can make the tracks longer. Because fucking 45-second lap times aren't acceptable in a supercross stadium. Like Guthrie Arena Cross is longer than Indy Supercross, just to be clear.
Mm.
Just unacceptable. Uh so okay, number 1, track was too short.
Mhm.
Number 2, they did 17 lap main events. The 450 class did. Okay? Think about that. That's 3 laps less than Ricky would do for one main event in his whole career, right? Ricky Carmichael's whole career, he did 20 lap main events. That's it. 20 laps. Imagine a 45-second lap time and Ricky did 20 laps. You saw him for a 6-lap heat race and a 20-lap main event. We do so much more racing than those guys did back in the day. No hate comms. Ricky, you're sick. Jeremy, sick. All you guys, sickos. But like the amount of laps that these guys have to do, unreal, including myself. So track hammered. Like whoops, they're not getting prepped all night. Whoops are never getting touched. Okay. So think about that. 17 times 3 is a lot. Then whatever I think the 250 main was like 14 laps, 13, 14, something like that. So times 3, all those laps. Whoops are absolutely hammered, death defying. Most of the other parts of the track have gotten prepped at some point. But the 450 class is the worst because they don't prep between the 250 and the 450 main. So the 450 class is getting a hammer track no matter what. And okay, the slower guys are going to slow down earlier in the main than the good guys, right? So if Cole Thompson goes from a 50-second lap time on lap 1 to a 52-second lap time on lap 5, he's probably going to be a 55 on lap 10, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Where Eli might only drop 2 seconds in that amount of time. That's a big swing for both of them, but you get my point.
Yep.
Because they're not as good, right? We're not 6-10 seconds off the whole time, but like, hello, this dude invests $1 million a year into his body. I don't even know what that kind of money looks like. No,
that's
it's
not exaggerating.
Like, it's not feasible. And
facility trainers, then that's before you even get to nutrition, the workout regimen, all that other stuff. Like it's insane. Yeah.
Like, and I get people might use that as an excuse. Well, okay, you're not making the same amount of money. Well, you guys shouldn't be competing against each other. And I'm like, that's not the point. That's the whole point of this sport, is to try to let, like that Weston Pike, who went from full privateer running his own program to factory JGR, factory whatever he
one
rode
of the
for,
baddest dudes for years.
Yeah,
yes.
Like Chad Reed. Chad Reed was technically a privateer for how many years, running his own program?
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
and still
he's just
ass.
not going to be there. Like Chad's career would be. What year was he sicko on the Honda when he was a full privateer? Like 2012
against RV, like 11, 12,
something like that,
right?
Full privateer, like badass shit, dude. Like Gypsy just did that podcast with B Haas from Club, and it's like, oh, that podcast is super cool. Too bad the Club team wouldn't exist in your world, because they never could have built up from this small privateer team that's barely making mains to what they are now. Like, they just wouldn't exist. It wouldn't be possible. Like, I'm not going to sleep good tonight now, Dave.
No,
because of this.
The inception of the sport was to test man and machine. Like it's to test not just like the top of the top. Like the sport's inception was all privateers. Like that's how the sport got started. And for a lot of the people that say like, oh, no one comes to see the privateers, number one, I think it's such an ignorant statement. And I don't think Gypsy said this at all, but those people with Twitter fingers out there, like the privateers, you will get so much more of a fun interaction and experience hanging around privateers than you ever would with a factory guy. Now, I'm not saying there aren't one-offs, like, there are special occasions when, like, you can, I got a chance to shake Malcolm Stewart's hand and talk to his dad because some cool circumstance. Awesome, that's super great. But as a whole, on average, you're shaking this dude's hand maybe for 5 seconds, getting the same autograph that this guy got, and then they're shoving you out of the way for somebody else on this long line. Privateers are going to take the time to talk to you. They're amped to see you. They're amped you're there for them. They're going to remember your name 9 times out of 10. It's such more of a down to earth and real, just beneficial and like mutually beneficial experience when you're around privateers, and the teams are cooler and more laid back and a lot of fun, and the passion's greater because it's not some corporate ran entity. You know what I mean? It feels like so much more of an enjoyable experience in the privateer side. So, and I know I'm going to sound biased, right, with the program and all my buddies. I get it. However,
you are biased. It's fine. So am I.
Yeah, dude. It baffles me. Like it would not be a fun experience in my opinion.
I mean, I'm not saying it wouldn't be. Like, sure. I just don't. I think it loses a lot of interest. Like you lose the LCQs. Yeah. The LCQs are some of the best races.
You lose the essence of the sport. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not great to watch Eli and Chase and Hunter Duke. Obviously, dude, we love that stuff. But there's also a huge element that comes from the Cades, the Kevins, the Grants, and all these
Kevin
dudes that are out
sucks.
there
Screw that
making
guy.
it. Kevin's
I'm
a
just kidding.
sweetheart, man.
I love Kevin.
Yeah, he's a good dude. But it's just
So one
I don't
other
know.
thing I forgot to mention when I was talking about the track.
Mhm.
So lap times were super short.
Yeah.
Track was super gnarly, obviously super
Yeah.
hammered.
Yeah.
But on tracks like that are super short, super technical, ruddy like that,
Mhm.
the first 2 laps are chaos, right? So I would bet money that whoever's in last place is a half a track behind the leader by the end of lap 2.
Mm.
Just because, like, you got to think the track is super narrow.
Yep.
The ruts,
Bottle
they're
jump.
sending people in every direction. So, like, the
Yep.
first couple laps, like, it's just chaos.
Mhm.
And, dudes aren't in their flow. It's a whole thing. And then as the race progresses, everyone figures out their flow. Like, dude, the back of the pack dudes are struggling the first couple
Yeah.
laps. And straight up, next time you go to a race or watch a race on TV, look at how far behind last is at the end of the first lap, the end of the second lap. Dude, it's so far. And there's nothing they can
Yeah.
do about it, right?
No.
Like, you're at the mercy of the people in front of you.
Mhm.
And dude, cases like one person rolls the triple. Okay, we're all rolling the triple. There's 6 seconds we just lost to the leader.
Yep.
And yeah, like on bigger open stadium tracks like Anaheim, like, dude, they're not catching lappers till 14 minutes, maybe
Mm.
15 minutes. And then they're only lapping maybe 6, 7 guys at that. Like, at the end of the year, the lappers are always worse, right? Because dudes are injured, slower guys are in the main event. It's a whole thing. Like, it is true. But it doesn't mean just get rid of them. It means teach these motherfuckers. Like, dude, when we go back to the red light thing, like, no one knew that rule. No rider knew the rule.
Yeah.
None. But yet, it's our fault. Or it's
Yeah.
Joe's fault. Like, come on, AMA. Get your shit together.
Yeah.
It pisses me off,
Yep.
dude. I'm so frustrated. I know Sarah's gonna yell at me when we're done with this because she hears me in here yelling. But yeah, dude, like, there's nothing they can do. Fine them. What did Brooks Koepka say that one time? Start stroking guys. There's golf reference. Golf reference. He was talking about giving them strokes for playing slow.
Extra stroke. Yeah.
Yeah. Start stroking guys.
Just start stroking dudes.
Stroke dudes. Yeah.
Oh gosh. All right, Kevin, you didn't get out the way fast enough. Start stroking guys. Come on.
Tell you what, it'd probably be more handy than fines, to be honest.
Dude, I would be pulled. Oh, Mr. Tomac, please write this way past me. Thank you.
Get it? Handy? Be more handy? Yeah.
Oh gosh.
All right. Well, yeah, we're going long. All right. You got anything else?
No, I'm just we're getting fired up about this topic, obviously, but I'm stoked for next week. I'm stoked for the rest of.
We're gonna get in trouble for that.
You think so?
Someone's gonna say so. I'm posting it.
Run it, dude.
The first thing that's coming up is what I said about Gypsy. I'm gonna tag him in it. It's gonna be great.
Now, my views and your views on Gypsy are different. However, I understand.
Look, I don't know Gypsy as a person.
Yeah,
and honestly, the only reason I haven't listened to his show is because I actually wanted to be on his show a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And then he said something about the privateers, and I was like, nope, fuck him.
He came on to mine, dude. He came on to the collective once or twice, and we had a really good convo, dude. He was super.
That's crazy. What did you guys talk about?
Dude, this was years. You got to go back to my YouTube, dude. I don't remember, but we've been cool.
Must have been before his privateer comments.
Probably, knowing that my whole thing is privateers, so could very well could be.
All right. Well,
no, I'm stoked for the rest of these. I'm stoked for the upcoming races.
Are you coming to the ham? No. Okay.
Maybe. Maybe, dude. Maybe. We'll see. For sure, Nashville. I got to get the house together and all this other stuff, and running back and forth and managing both But yeah, we'll figure it out. But I'm stoked to get the rest of the team guys on here. I'm stoked to see what hear what Julian has to say. I'm stoked to get more of the PMX like backstory and get a lot more of these characters on. It's great and I love it. And I want you guys to be a part of it. So make sure you guys head to thecollectivexp.com. Come and hang out with these dudes. We have awesome people that come by all the time that are signing up for the program. And again, guys, the proceeds are helping these guys out. So make sure that you head to at the Collective Geeks on Instagram. Come hang out. It's a second to none experience. And make sure that you guys are stopping by partzilla.com because it's riding season. We're right around the corner. Weather's kind of breaking a little bit. I know down in Texas, dude, it's been ripping nonstop. You got to get your bike together. Head to partzilla.com to get all of your OEM and aftermarket accessory needs. Get your tires, get your OEM parts to get the chassis nice and good. Get your suspension all set up with new fluids. They can get you set up right. The customer service is second to none. The parts are always in stock and they know how to get you back on the track in style. Partzilla.com. Check them out today. Cade,
Daily.
we hope you have a good night. You probably need like a cold shower to decompress and kind of calm down a little bit, but
I need another
you know,
Waterloo is what I need.
dude, I don't like Waterloo. Oh, okay, yes. I was thinking of Liquid Death. Sorry, Waterloos are phenomenal.
I don't think I've
Just
ever had a
right.
Liquid Death. You know, I
Yeah,
used to
they're
think
not.
those were alcohol.
So did I.
The name would make more sense
So did I. Are
than
you?
water.
Do you drink? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what's
Then
funny? I think I ride better when I drink. I like
I just had a
the last two
flashback to a
years.
couple after. Yeah.
The last 2 years, I've like
Mhm.
from I want to say Thanksgiving on,
Uh-huh.
like haven't drank for a bit, and then
Uh-huh.
I think life went or like riding sucked. The
Mhm.
first few races, and I started drinking again, and then all of a sudden I got good. I was like, oh, I'll give this up, see if
Yeah.
it improves my results, and I think it made me worse.
Huh.
So, hmm. Yeah,
Interesting.
maybe I just need to get hammered more often.
I was just gonna say, dude, just take a bunch of tequila to the face and then just, dude, I qualified. I qualified third in practice.
Yeah. If my mom didn't listen to this podcast, I'd tell you some stories of stuff I did when I was a kid, and I rode great.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Sorry, mom.
I'm such a straight laced kid, dude. I did nothing,
Hmm. I
nothing,
was an
nothing.
awful child, to be honest. I was a terrible kid. I think that's why I turned out
Yeah.
okay, because I think I experienced all that crap super young, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, this isn't as cool as I thought it would be, and then I just didn't do it anymore.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Interesting.
I guess I got lucky, but all right,
Yeah,
David.
yeah.
Thank you for the show. Thanks for
All right,
showing
buddy.
up for the combo. Thanks for arguing with me. Thanks
Always
Jackson
fun.
for our editing, and yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Later.
See ya.